Fuzzy Wuzzy Brown,
Mango Tango,
Tumbleweed,
Macaroni and Cheese, Banana Mania,
Razzmatazz,
Timberwolf,
Purple Mountain's Majesty. These names come with the memories of childhood doodles and fun.
In this video, we will show you the route of a Crayola crayon from the extraction of its raw materials to your hands.
Crayola crayons have three main ingredients: paraffin wax, kaolin clay, and color pigment. So let's have some fun with paraffin wax. The top 5 leading paraffin wax producing countries are Canada, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, and Russia. The International Group, Inc. operates 3 wax manufacturing facilities in North America. The Toronto plant is capable of producing fully refined paraffin waxes. In addition, the faculty has full blending and packaging capabilities. They harvest and refine their paraffin wax and distribute it through the world. Steve Bell, who is the business development manager at IGI, told me that paraffin wax is not plant-derived. It is petroleum-derived.
IGI's refineries take the byproduct from lubricant oil and fuel refineries. This material is a very oily wax they call slack wax, and they refine it into a fully refined paraffin wax. Slack wax comes from Nuremberg, Germany.
The thing that gives crayons their vibrant colors are dry colorful powders called color pigments. The dry color pigment is a powder delivered to Crayola from the Hoover Color Corporation in Hiwassee, Virginia. Color comes from an organic pigment, which means it is carbon-based. It is produced synthetically from a series of chemical reactions. The third main ingredient is kaolin clay. Kaolin clay is a white clay mineral found in rocks throughout the world. The kaolin for Crayola is mined primarily in a deposit that runs from Georgia to Tennessee. It is used as a filter to control the strength and color of the crayons. The primary sector of economy makes direct use of natural resources so they can extract and export the materials that go through everyday products. These are examples of the natural resources involved in primary process of making crayons.
Crayola chose their location because they were located close to Canada, which refined their wax. Pennsylvania is also near the coast, which gives it international access. These are both important situation factors. There are plenty of willing Pennsylvanians that are willing to work in their factory that is local. This available labor is an important site factor. Crayola also treats its employees extremely well.
Crayons can negatively impact the environment. Crayons are made of paraffin wax, which requires the use of toxic chemicals that can take up to 100 years to decompose.
Once all the other petroleum-based products have been extracted, and it must be bleached and processed before it can be worked with.
The synthetic pigment that Crayola uses requires complex chemical processes. These processes require large amounts of energy that is most likely produced from fossil fuels.
While the glue for the label is non-toxic, the production of corn syrup makes use of a crop that is overexploited in the United States. Corn is grown as a monoculture crop, which decreases the biodiversity and can harm the ecosystem, as most often produced using conventional agriculture, which requires heavy use of herbicides, pesticides, and synthetic fertilizers, which deplete the soil and pollute the groundwater.
This shows the manufacturing process. Crayons are manufactured in Forks Township, Northampton County, Pennsylvania, which is their headquarters. They are also manufactured in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and Mexico City, Mexico. This secondary activity is the production of the final product. Crayola has sales offices in Easton, Chicago, Dallas, Lindsay, Ontario, Mexico City, and Victoria. Their products are sold through distributor partners in much of Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. The operations division is responsible for sourcing, distributing, and manufacturing of Crayola products in the U.S. Crayola's distribution business is divided into 3 categories: products sold to retail stores through distribution chains, products sold to schools, educational distributors, office supply retailers, and specialty markets, and products sold overseas through their international division. Crayola does not control the prices of their products at retail stores. Instead, they distribute products through a distributor wholesale retail network and recommend that these customers establish a fair price for their products. Because the wax is refined, all the impurities are taken away, making it a bulk reducing process.
The beauty of crayons is that they are entirely biodegradable. The wax product is available to undergo the same recycling process as the product it is used with. Wax is a non-toxic chemical that is easily recycled. When the Crayola crayon has been spent upon paper for coloring, the paper can be collected for recycling, and the wax is easily separated from the paper. This collected wax residue is sent back to the Crayola company and reprocessed for new crayons. Finally, the paper used for Crayola products and its cardboard containers are made from 25% recycled paper.
Crayola crayons are sold everywhere from Dollar General to Walmart. This shows that their tertiary sector has a very broad span. Their coordinary activities take place in their headquarters in Pennsylvania.
Crayons are used many places, especially by children. Make sure that when you're done using your crayons, you dispose of them in your local center.